Tonya from Freedom at the Crossroad, and today is kind of like a vlog format today because I've got a lot to talk about. If you've been following me, you know I'm all about helping you look better, feel better without the pressure. Well, today I'm talking Superwoman complex and just why it sucks. It's just that I've been talking to a lot of women, and it just brought up some issues for me. I'd really love to get your feedback about this. As much as I love Superwoman, the comic book character, I hate that concept for women because for so long I feel like it's just been, a trap for us. It's just brought, this whole thing, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I am so tired of hearing about it because it just brings up areas that I'm already touchy on, like coming from a traditional family, especially if you're from the African culture, any other traditional group or what have you, you know that women have always been pushed and jammed, smacked into these whole pigeonhole things where, we're really like second-class citizens almost. And it's like everything that has to do with your self-worth, your image, and all of that, and how you perceive yourself is all conditioned on this whole Superwoman thing. Oh, my dear. I remember back home when I was as a teen, I remember going back to the village and, having an older woman saying, oh, my dear, you will make such a good wife. You are a hard worker. Oh, my goodness. I'm thinking to myself, really? Oh, so that's my value about how much I work? Or, I'm like, really, seriously, not my thing. And for the longest time, I went through this phase as a younger woman where I was like, I don't think I really want to get married because I associated marriage with slavery almost, because I felt like, my culture really pushed that on me as a woman that, I didn't have a value or any kind of real offering to bring to the table as a human being if I wasn't operating in the capacity as a, baby creator or baby pusher outer and, cleaning the house, barefoot and pregnant kind of thing, making sure the man was fed and all of that. And I went through a phase where I was really, really rebellious about that. Not overtly, but internally. Oh my gosh. I was like, no, and no. And ever since that time, it's been a sticking point for me because I've seen even in my own family where women have sacrificed their health, mental, physical, whatever you want to call it, in the name of extended families. And if you come from traditional cultures like I do, oh my gosh, traditional family, you can't get rid of them. Oh my God, it's like so many. It's not just your immediate family. It's not just your husband, your children, your own parents. It's like their families and all of that. And it's just like in some instances, it can be really bad. I mean, trust me, we've got Nollywood movies that are testimonies to all the drama you can have in extended families and what women go through even now in 2018 in terms of dealing with family drama and stress around the roles of women and what we should or should not be doing as women. So if you're wondering if Tonya is on a rant, yes, Tonya is on a rant. And if you follow me at Freedom at the Crossroads, this is a big thing for me. I'm all about women helping you feel better, look better without the pressure. And guess what? That brings a lot of pressure on you, especially when you're trying to take care of other people and you're cutting yourself and distributing yourself into all these different crazy ass directions, trying to fit into a mold that society or culture has deemed that's all you fit into, and so I just wanted to get that out there and really get some feedback from other places. I know I'm not the only one who's got a similar rant. I know that it's not just something that happens in African culture. It happens here in the US too. And it's really, a really toxic mindset. And the more modern version of the whole barefoot pregnant women have 1-2 roles on the world is this whole Superwoman complex. And that's why I'm writing about it. Because being able to multitask, yeah, the hell yeah, that's good. That's great. But that should be on your own terms. That shouldn't be something that everybody ascribes to because you're trying to satisfy society, culture, family, all of that. And, who the heck cares about you? What about you at the end of the day? And, that's why a lot of women are like, I don't have time to do this. Oh, yeah, I really need some me time. We've all coined that term. Oh, me time. We all want me time, me time. That's why you want me time. Cut the crazy. So, yeah, I'm on a rant. So, I want to know. I just want to know. I just want to know. This is Tonya. I just want to know. If you have the same issues and the same rant, please share. Please share. Because I know I am not an alien sitting in the US of A here, right here in the Midwest going, am I all alone on this island? Heck no, of course not. Every woman has dealt with this. Women are still dealing with it. If we weren't, I wouldn't be ranting about it. I wouldn't be on my soapbox right now because I'm getting even more feedback from my buddies and other women just talking in some other groups on Facebook. And they're talking about, I'm so tired. And, does anybody feel like, you just can't get enough time for themselves? Hello? Yeah, that's why. You're stuck in a trap and stuck in some kind of crazy hamster wheel going nowhere. And you don't even realize that that's what you're on because you can't stop. Superwoman complex. It sucks. It only works for the comic books. I love kicking ass like any other Marvel, DC comic books, female superhero, whether it's Storm, whether it's Superwoman. But guess what? Those superpowers only exist in the world of sci-fi. They don't exist here in the real world. In the real world, women are overstressed, acting crazy, being pulled in too many different directions, trying to give from an empty well, from an empty space, not nourishing themselves, feeling like, they're a bad person if they put themselves first for once in a lifetime, or that the world will fall apart if they don't say, you know what, people, I need some time. These are my boundaries. I got to do me for a moment here. So you see where I'm going with my rant? Okay, enough about that. I just wanted to, put that out there. Really talk about, this thing because this seems to be an ongoing trend and it's hard. I know a lot of times women say, how do you break that mindset? How do you get out of feeling guilty? The quick and dirty answer is almost like cold turkey. Just stop. Because if you don't take the action where you just literally let's cut it off and say, enough is enough, it's just going to continue. People are just going to keep coming to you, piling on crap, and you're just going to keep laying there like a doormat, taking it. Your health is going to be sacrificed. Your mind is going to be sacrificed. Your emotions, everything that makes you you until, you're this little tiny pellety shadow of yourself. And nothing else remains and you don't have anything left over for you. And at the end of the day, what are you going to do? It just reminds me of this. I never forget that it had a really huge impact on me when I was, just heading off to college. And it was called The Joys of Motherhood. It's by a African feminist writer. And talk about irony and tragedy, all rolled into one. If you haven't read the book, look for it. It's called The Joys of Motherhood. It's on Kindle. You can get it on Kindle. You can get it hard copy. You can get it digitally. I feel like every woman on the planet can relate to this. And it's just something that's so heartbreaking and breaks my heart because even when I read that book, that book was being lived out in my own family. And I think that's part of the reason why it really just resonated with me. And even to this day, I'm still connected to that book. I still can't let go of the emotions that came up from it. And so I just feel like every woman needs to read that book because it's a tragedy that can be avoided if you will just take back your power. So this is Tony from Freedom at the Crossroads, talking about helping you look better, feel better without the pressure. Today is a vloggy kind of a day, and I just wanted to share my rant with you from the comfort of my car while I do stuff, and think about everybody out there. How was your weekend? How was Easter if you celebrate Easter? And recognize this is a new season. So this is the time, the year is not up. Don't give up, don't give up, don't give up, because I'm not giving up. You know, fight for your power, fight for your life, and thrive. You know, you weren't put on this earth just to survive. You were put on this earth to thrive. And so, my sisters, thrive. So this is Tony from Freedom at the Crossroads, helping you look better, feel better without the pressure. All right, guys. Bye.